Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you forgot to love yourself? Have you ever felt like your heart would never heal because the people you loved most only brought pain, disappointment, or heartbreak? If that's you, then you are not alone. Welcome to Real Love, Real Life, the place where we talk about real love, real heartbreak, real healing, and how to finally break free from patterns that hold you back. Today, I'm sharing my personal journey of escaping toxic love, how I reclaimed my heart, and how you can do the same. This video is going to be long, real, and transformational, so I encourage you to watch all the way through because I'll also be giving shout-outs to subscribers, showing you how to reach me for one-on-one advice, and giving you access to my mini-course. Let's begin. This is your first step to freedom and real love. For years, I thought love was supposed to hurt. I believed that if I was truly in love, it would be painful, complicated, and sometimes unbearable. Every time I opened my heart, I ended up in relationships where my needs were ignored, my boundaries were crossed, and my feelings were dismissed. I stayed because I told myself, maybe it's me, maybe I'm not enough. I stayed because I feared being alone. I stayed because I thought love was supposed to feel like this. But deep down, I knew something had to change. If you're watching this and feel stuck in the same cycle, I want you to know you are not broken, you are not weak, and you deserve love that heals, not hurts. The turning point for me came one morning when I looked in the mirror and felt an ache in my heart that I could no longer ignore. I realized I had been living someone else's story, giving my love to people who didn't value it, and ignoring my own worth. I made a choice to stop seeking validation from others and start validating myself. I set my boundaries. I said no when I needed to, and I started recognizing relationships that no longer served me. It was terrifying at first. Letting go always is. But in that fear, I found freedom. The moment I chose myself over someone who didn't see my value, I took the first step toward healing. Why do we stay in toxic relationships? For me, it was fear. Fear of being alone, fear of losing love, fear that I wasn't enough, and I know so many of you feel the same way. But here's the truth. Staying in pain doesn't protect you, it traps you. Staying in a toxic relationship keeps you from discovering who you are, what you deserve, and the kind of love that can actually lift you. The moment you understand that love should never cost your peace, your happiness, or your self-respect, that is the moment real change begins. And that change starts with you. Self-love is not selfish. It's revolutionary. I started small. Little things like journaling, meditating, and focusing on my dreams. I surrounded myself with people who uplifted me instead of tearing me down. Slowly, I noticed a shift. My heart felt lighter, my mind clearer, and I began attracting the kind of energy I had always wished for. Self-love is the foundation for healthy relationships. It is the first step toward attracting love that nourishes you rather than drains you. If you feel like you've lost yourself in a relationship, start by nurturing yourself. Speak to your heart, honor your feelings, and allow yourself to grow. Every painful relationship taught me something valuable. I learned to spot red flags early, to set boundaries without guilt, and to never compromise my values for love. I realized that love should make me feel safe, respected, and celebrated, not anxious, diminished, or unworthy. And when I finally embraced this truth, everything changed. I stopped chasing love that was never meant for me, and I started walking toward the love that was waiting. Breaking the cycle wasn't easy. It required reflection, honesty, and courage. I wrote down patterns I had repeated over and over. I let go of people and situations that held me back, and I focused on my growth. Each step toward self-respect and self-love brought me closer to emotional freedom. And the amazing thing? Once I released the toxic energy, the right kind of love began to flow naturally into my life. If you're watching this, know this. You can break the cycle too. It starts with you, your boundaries, and your decision to never settle for less than you deserve. After healing, I discovered a love that was kind, supportive, and uplifting. It didn't come from desperation or need. It came from a place of peace, joy, and self-respect. And here's the truth for you. Your past heartbreak does not define your future. Your willingness to heal and love yourself does. The love you truly deserve is waiting, but you have to be ready to receive it by first choosing yourself. If you're struggling with heartbreak, toxic relationships, or just don't know how to move forward, I want you to know that I'm here for you. I offer one-on-one sessions where you can send me your problem via Instagram, and I'll give you personalized advice and solutions through a voice message. Check the link in the description to reach me. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. I also created a mini course called How I Escaped the Cycle of Toxic Love, my journey to healing and freedom, to guide you step by step toward emotional freedom and healthy love. Make sure to follow me for daily inspiration and advice. Instagram, TikTok, blog. These platforms are packed with motivational content, personal stories, and tips to help you navigate love and life with confidence. I love my subscribers. That's why I do shout-outs to anyone who likes, comments, shares, and watches my videos all the way through. For my loyal yearly subscribers, I give big shout-outs and free access to my mini course. Stay active in the comments, and you could be next. Your engagement matters, and I want to celebrate you for being part of our real love, real life family. Your past heartbreak does not define your future. Choosing yourself, setting boundaries, and healing your heart is the first step to the love you deserve. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a real love, real life upload. And don't forget to watch my video, How to Stop Loving the Wrong People and Finally Choose You, my true story, for more inspiration, motivation, and real life strategies. Keep loving yourself, keep growing, and keep living your real love, real life. Your journey to freedom and real love starts today. They say love is beautiful, but no one talks enough about the kind of love that slowly breaks you, the kind that teaches you lessons through pain before it ever shows you peace. This is a true story, not a fairy tale, not something copied from a book, but a real journey lived by real people, a story about love, loss, self-betrayal, and finally, healing. This is the story of Marcia, Andre, and the woman Marcia became when she finally chose herself. Marcia was the kind of woman who loved deeply. She believed in loyalty, commitment, and standing by the person you choose, even when things get hard. She wasn't perfect, but her heart was genuine. Andre came into her life when she was vulnerable. He was charming, confident, and knew exactly what to say. At first, he made her feel seen, special, chosen, and for a while she believed this was love. But slowly, things began to change. Andre stopped listening. Arguments became normal. Silence became punishment. Apologies came without change. Marcia found herself shrinking, explaining her pain, begging to be understood, questioning her worth. She stayed because she believed love meant endurance. She stayed because she feared starting over. She stayed because she thought if she loved harder, things would get better. But love was no longer love. It was survival. One night, after another argument that ended with her crying alone, Marcia looked at herself in the mirror and didn't recognize the woman staring back. Her smile was gone. Her confidence was gone. Her peace was gone. That night, something broke, but something also woke up. She realized that loving him was costing her herself. Leaving wasn't easy. She questioned her decision. She missed the good moments. She doubted her strength. But day by day, she began rebuilding. She learned about boundaries. She learned about emotional patterns. She learned that love should not feel like anxiety. Months later, Marcia met Daniel. A man who didn't rush her, didn't confuse her, didn't make her beg for basic respect. He was patient, consistent, kind, and that's when she understood the truth. Toxic love is loud. Real love is calm. Moral of the story. The moral of this story is simple, but powerful. Love should never cost you your peace, your identity, or your self-respect. If you have to lose yourself to keep someone, that is not love. That is attachment. Sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one that saves your life emotionally. To my people watching this right now, if you are loving someone who keeps hurting you, confusing you, or making you feel unworthy, this message is for you. You are not asking for too much. You are not too emotional. You are not hard to love. You are simply loving the wrong person. Healing doesn't mean you failed. It means you finally chose yourself. And choosing yourself is the bravest thing you will ever do. Real love doesn't make you beg. Real love doesn't punish you with silence. Real love doesn't make you question your value. And until you find that love, be that love to yourself. If this story touched your heart, it's because it reflects a truth many people are afraid to say out loud. This is why this channel exists. This is why Real Love, Real Life is more than just videos. It's a safe space for healing, growth, and truth. If you're ready to stop loving the wrong people and finally choose yourself, stay connected. Your healing journey doesn't end here. It begins here. Remember this always. You don't need to be fixed. You need to be free. And freedom starts with choosing you.